California. I've got good news and bad news. We'll go bad news first. The bad news is you're going to lose this immigration debate. Legally, if the federal government chooses to enforce its immigration laws, they can deport every undocumented person in the country. And you don't have a legal leg to stand on against that process. The good news, though, there is a way for you to win. There is a way for you to build the future that you want to, and more importantly, build the society that you want to. And the way to do that, the way that you win, is through regional government. Now, regional government is just a collection of like-minded states. And for California, the most like-minded states are actually those who are closest to you, specifically Washington State and Oregon, and I would also include the state of Hawaii into that equation as well. And this regional government is something I call Pacifica. And what's cool about Pacifica is all four of these states have virtually identical approaches to numerous hot topics in the political landscape. Topics like gun control, like marijuana legalization, electric cars, taxation, social safety nets, and yes, immigration. And in this regional North American system, those four states will have a lot more flexibility to build the kind of societies they want to build. And it's that flexibility that is missing from our current federal system. We've seen this before with red states getting extremely agitated with Democratic presidents. Now we have blue states getting extremely agitated with Republican presidents. This cycle will only continue. It will only get worse and worse if we do not add flexibility to our system of government. Having a national government that is one size fits all just is not working for us anymore in the United States. And that's why we need to restructure our government into something more flexible, into something more adaptable, and into something more representative of the people of the 50 states. Now, previously, this is the map I had in place for Pacifica. I excluded some portions of southern and western Oregon due to voting history. And a lot of people on the West Coast took exception to that. They said, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to have all four states, California, Washington, Oregon, and Hawaii, intact. Of course, to me, it doesn't really matter how the region looks. What matters is that it is put into place. And if Pacifica turns out to be all four of these states intact, so be it. What's important here, though, is that this regional system will provide the flexibility that is currently missing from our federal system because it allows states of like mind and similar political culture to band together and to coordinate their policies on a variety of political topics. So imagine having a regional system in place where the laws of California, Washington, Oregon, and Hawaii are essentially uniform. They're essentially the same throughout the entire region, allowing the Pacifica region to coordinate efficiently and to approach life in the 21st century the way they see fit. And this is a wonderful thing. This flexibility is a wonderful thing because at that point, it really won't matter which party the president comes from, because most of the power in this system will reside inside the states and their respective regions. So if we have a conservative president, you know what? It really won't make much of a difference inside the borders of Pacifica. And that is exactly the kind of change we need in 21st century America. Because regardless of how one feels about politics, it's pretty clear that a one-size approach for the entire nation isn't going to work any longer. We are a mature republic. We have, in actuality, 50 mature republics within the United States. And it's high time that we provide the flexibility and adaptability, and more importantly, the ability for the peoples of each of our 50 states to determine how they want to live life. And this regional system is the best way to go about making that happen. Now, if these ideas are intriguing to you, consider checking out my book, The New Way, on Amazon.com. In The New Way, I go into great detail about how the regional system will work in North America and why it will be beneficial to all the peoples of the North American continent, and why it will be a great improvement on the system we have right now. So if you like that kind of discussion, check out The New Way on Amazon.com. Additionally, if you want to support my work, feel free to make a donation to my PayPal, and I've got that listed in the description box below. Donations of all sizes are certainly appreciated. It allows me to continue to do the work I enjoy so much, namely delivering cutting-edge and truthful content to you, the listener and the viewer. So if you feel so led, feel free to make a donation to my PayPal account. I've listed that in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for your time. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.